Hi everyone. Welcome to English Story School. Today, we are going to unlock the lion mentality, the mindset that separates the weak from the powerful, the ordinary from the extraordinary, and the forgotten from the legends. What separates the kings from the followers? What makes some people unstoppable, while others live their lives bowing, begging, and accepting defeat? The answer is simple: the lion mentality. A lion doesn't ask for permission. A lion doesn't wait for opportunities. A lion takes what is his. But the question is, do you think like a lion? Or are you still moving like a sheep? This is not just motivation. This is a wake-up call. It's time to lead, dominate, and conquer. Chapter 1. Why Lions Rule the Jungle. Let's talk about the king of the jungle, the lion. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why the lion, out of all the animals in the wild, reigns supreme? What makes the lion the ruler of the jungle when it's not the biggest, not the fastest, and not even the smartest? Yet every single time a lion steps into the scene, whether it's in the savannah or a metaphorical room, everything stops. The elephant is bigger. The cheetah is faster. The hyena may even have the advantage in numbers. But the lion? The lion doesn't care. It doesn't need to be the fastest, the strongest, or even the smartest. What it needs is something more fundamental, something that can't be measured in size or speed. It needs dominance. Think about it for a second. When a lion walks into a space, there's a certain aura that comes with it. The lion doesn't just occupy the space, it commands it. It doesn't ask for respect. It takes it. It walks with a head held high, eyes unwavering, shoulders broad. There's no question in anyone's mind. It owns this moment, this place, this jungle. It doesn't need to prove itself. It simply is. And that, my friend, is the essence of what makes the lion a leader. It rules not with sheer force alone, but with something far more powerful: fearlessness, confidence, and an unshakable belief in its own dominance. The lion has the alpha mentality, and it understands that to rule, to lead, is not about being the biggest or the fastest. It's about moving with power in every step, every move, every glance. Think about that. The lion doesn't wait for permission to hunt. It doesn't wonder if it can win. It knows it will win. It doesn't stand there doubting itself, hesitating, calculating every risk. It simply moves forward. The lion knows that failure is simply part of the journey to victory, and that risk is a part of leadership. There's no time for second-guessing when greatness is calling. What sets lions apart from the rest is that while others may hesitate, the lion is already in motion. The lion doesn't ask, "Can I do this?" Instead, it says, "Watch me do this." The lion's mindset is built on unshakable confidence. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment to act. It creates that moment with every decision it makes. It takes the risk, knowing that risk itself is just the price of greatness. This is where the alpha mentality comes in. You see, people with this mindset understand that true leadership is born from the courage to make decisions, bold decisions, no matter how high the stakes. The lion never wonders if it should take the risk. It doesn't sit back, analyzing every angle and waiting for the stars to align. It sees the opportunity and jumps, knowing full well that if it doesn't take it, someone else will. It's the difference between the leader and the follower. The leader doesn't wait for someone to hand them the crown. They take it. The follower waits to be chosen, hoping for validation. The lion chooses itself. So I ask you, are you moving like a king, or are you still waiting for someone else to crown you? Are you watching life pass you by, hoping someone will notice your potential? Or are you stepping into your own greatness and making the world pay attention? Because the reality is this: no one will give you the crown if you're not already walking like you're wearing it. The true essence of leadership is not just about what you do when you succeed. It's about what you do when the odds are stacked against you. It's about what you do when failure is knocking at your door and all the voices around you are telling you to stop. The lion never listens to those voices. It doesn't need anyone's permission to step into its greatness. It simply claims it, and so should you. But here's the hard truth. This mindset doesn't come naturally to everyone. Many people struggle with stepping into their power. They're hesitant. They question their ability. They ask themselves, am I good enough? Can I really do this? They spend their time seeking permission, waiting for someone to hand them validation. But let me tell you something. Validation doesn't come from others. It comes from within. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, I am enough. That's the lion mentality. It's not about being the most intelligent or the most skilled. It's about having an unshakable belief that you are destined for greatness. It's about moving through the world with the confidence that you belong at the top, that you have what it takes to dominate whatever challenge comes your way. So I'll leave you with this. Are you still waiting for someone to crown you? Or are you ready to rise up, take control, and start living like the king you are? Because once you embrace the alpha mentality, nothing can stop you. The world becomes yours for the taking. Chapter 2. The Hunger to Succeed. A lion doesn't wake up hoping food will come to it. It doesn't sit back, wait, or wonder if today will be its lucky day. No, the lion wakes up with one thing on its mind: hunger. It wakes up with a mission. It's not looking for handouts or opportunities to fall into its lap. The lion doesn't wait for the world to hand it a meal. It hunts, it kills, it eats. And that, my friend, is exactly how winners operate. Successful people don't wake up hoping things will change. They wake up with a relentless drive to make things happen. They don't just hope for success. They go after it with the fury of a lion chasing its prey. They hunt for opportunities like their life depends on it, because in reality, it does. The lion knows that the jungle won't bring food to it. If it wants to eat, it has to get out there and fight for it. The same principle applies to life. If you want to be successful, powerful, respected, and wealthy, you have to have the hunger to succeed. You have to want it more than anything else, more than comfort, more than safety, more than status quo. This hunger is the fuel that propels you forward when the road gets tough. It's the fire in your belly when everyone else is resting. It's the motivation that gets you out of bed when the world is still asleep. Because when you're hungry enough for success, nothing can stand in your way. Think about this. Most people wake up every day and go through the same motions. They follow the same routine, play it safe, and hope that success will somehow find its way to them. They're comfortable. They're settling. They expect that success will just fall into their laps because they've been told that someday things will change. But let me tell you something. Someday is a lie. Success doesn't wait for someday. It doesn't care if you're comfortable. It doesn't care if you're taking the safe route. The lion mentality doesn't work like that. It's not about comfort, and it's definitely not about waiting. It's about hunger. It's about waking up with the drive to chase your goals like your life depends on it. Because in many ways it does. Every moment you waste waiting for things to change is a moment you'll never get back. Every day you spend playing it safe is a day that could have been spent hunting, grinding, and pushing yourself to the next level. If you want to be rich, powerful, and successful, you have to be hungry for it. It has to consume you. It's the thing you think about when you wake up and the thing that drives you when the world tells you to stop. You have to want it more than you want to breathe. Because when that kind of hunger takes over, nothing else matters. When you see an opportunity, you don't hesitate. You go after it. You don't wonder if you can do it. You know you can. You don't let fear or doubt slow you down. The lion doesn't hesitate to chase down its prey. It doesn't second-guess its ability to succeed. The lion doesn't stand there wondering, what if I fail? It stands tall, eyes locked on its target, ready to strike. It's not just about wanting success. It's about knowing you're capable of getting it. And when the lion catches its prey, it doesn't just take a bite. It devours it. It doesn't stop until every obstacle is destroyed, every barrier has been torn down. When a lion sets its sights on something, it doesn't quit until it has it. It doesn't ask for permission to win. It takes what's rightfully its own. So ask yourself, are you hunting your goals? Or are you just sitting around waiting to be fed? Are you actively going after what you want? Or are you letting life pass you by, hoping for a handout, hoping that success will come to you? Because, trust me, if you're not actively hunting your goals, someone else is. Life doesn't wait for anyone, and success doesn't just show up on your doorstep. You have to get up, go after it, and take it. You have to have the hunger, the drive, and the relentless ambition to push through every obstacle, every challenge, and every setback. Because when you're hungry for success, nothing is impossible. This isn't just about achieving something. It's about becoming someone. It's about transforming into a person who demands success, who doesn't beg for opportunities, who doesn't wish for the good things to come. It's about becoming the person who makes things happen, no matter the cost. If you want to succeed, you have to go out there and hunt. You have to be relentless in your pursuit, determined in your actions, and unwavering in your belief that success is yours for the taking. So, once again, ask yourself, are you hunting your goals with the hunger and fire of a lion? Or are you just waiting for life to hand you what you think you deserve? Because only the hungry will succeed. Only the hunters will rise. Chapter 3. Who you surround yourself with matters. Now listen carefully. A lion never runs with sheep. Look around you. Take a good, long look at the people in your life. Your friends, your circle, your tribe, whatever you want to call it. Who are they? Are they pushing you to be better? Are they challenging you, demanding more from you, helping you grow? Or are they keeping you weak, dragging you down, telling you it's okay to settle? A lion does not run with weaklings. It does not waste its energy on those who don't have the strength, the will, or the drive to succeed. The lion only runs with its pack, strong, fierce, unshakable. The lion's pack is made up of those who share the same hunger, the same ambition, the same unrelenting drive to conquer. And when the lion roars, the whole jungle listens. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Who is in your pack? Are you surrounded by hunters, by people who are actively chasing their dreams, their goals, their own version of success? Or are you stuck with people who are just waiting to die? People who have given up on ambition, who are content with mediocrity, who are satisfied with the bare minimum of life. Because here's the hard truth you need to hear. If your circle isn't pushing you, it's pulling you down. If your friends aren't talking about growth, success, power, and domination, then what are they talking about? Are they gossiping, complaining, and draining your energy? Are they constantly reminding you why something can't be done instead of cheering you on to make it happen? Those are the sheep. Those are the ones who sit back and watch as the world passes them by. They'll tell you to play it safe. They'll tell you that you can't have what you want because it's too hard, too risky, too out of reach. And every single word they speak will be a chain that binds you to their limitations. But the lion doesn't listen to the sheep. The lion doesn't need approval from anyone who isn't as hungry for success as it is. The lion's pack is full of warriors, fighters, people who share the same burning desire to rise, to conquer, to leave a legacy. If you want to be successful, you need to find your pack. You need to find those people who will push you, who will challenge you to grow, who will help you overcome every obstacle that stands in your way. These are the people who will remind you of your power when you forget. These are the people who will celebrate your victories and pick you up when you fall. But here's the truth you've been avoiding. If you can't find that pack, you need to be prepared to walk alone. It's not easy. It's not fun. But sometimes the journey is solitary. Sometimes you have to leave behind the people who are holding you back, no matter how close they are, no matter how comfortable it feels to stay in the same old routine. Because in the jungle, there are only two options. You either run with lions or you become food. The choice is yours. You can stay surrounded by people who are content with mediocrity, or you can find your pack of lions, people who won't let you settle for anything less than greatness. But you have to choose. And choosing the lion's path means cutting off everything that's holding you back. It means stepping away from the sheep who are too afraid to risk anything and embracing the strength and power that comes from being in the company of those who are hungry for success. I know this might sound harsh, but you need to hear it. If your friends are not talking about growth, success, and domination, they are wasting your time. Every second you spend surrounded by the wrong people is a second you're not spending on building your empire, achieving your dreams, and becoming the person you're meant to be. So ask yourself this question. Are you in a pack of lions, or are you surrounded by sheep? Are you surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and make you better? Or are you stuck in a comfort zone, surrounded by those who are too scared to move forward? Because here's the deal. The lion's path isn't easy. It requires strength, focus, and courage. But it also requires the right company. Find your pack, or be ready to walk alone. But never settle for being surrounded by sheep. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs leaders. It needs lions. Chapter 4. Rule or be ruled. A lion doesn't wake up every day just to survive. It doesn't move through the world hoping to make it another day, hoping to scrape by. No, a lion lives for domination. It doesn't exist merely to get by. It exists to conquer, to control, to take its place as the undisputed ruler of its domain. And that same rule applies to you. If you're waking up every day with no fire in your belly, no plan, no vision for where you're headed, then I hate to break it to you, but you've already lost. If your goal is simply to survive, to drift through life, to settle for mediocrity, then you're already dead inside. You're not living, you're just existing. And that's not enough. Winners don't live just to exist. They live to conquer. They don't wake up thinking, what can I do today to get by? No, they wake up thinking, what can I do today to make the world bend to my will? They don't settle for the scraps life throws at them. They don't wait for opportunities to come. They build empires. They create legacies. They don't accept defeat. They use it as fuel to push harder, to rise higher. And let me make this as clear as I can. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to come along and hand you the life you've always dreamed of. No one is going to crown you, give you a throne, or build your kingdom for you. If you want success, if you want greatness, you have to take it. You either build your empire yourself, or you spend the rest of your life following someone else's vision, taking orders from someone who took the time to conquer, who had the guts to go after what they wanted. And I'm telling you right now, that's the lion mentality. It's not about waiting for the stars to align, for the perfect opportunity to fall in your lap. It's about taking control, taking action, taking what is rightfully yours. It's not about wondering if you're going to win. It's about knowing that you will win, because that's what lions do. They don't wonder if they'll succeed. They know they will, and they go after it with everything they have. The world doesn't need more survivors. It needs more conquerors. It needs more leaders who don't just follow the path laid out for them. They create their own path. It needs people who wake up every day and say, today I'm going to build something powerful. Today, I'm going to take another step toward greatness. This is where most people miss the mark. They wait. They wait for permission. They wait for a sign. They wait for the right moment. But life doesn't work that way. The lion doesn't wait for its prey to come to it. It hunts, it chases, it seizes what is rightfully its own. So, let me ask you something. Are you here to be ruled, or are you here to rule? Are you going to keep waiting for someone to give you what you want? Or are you going to take it? Are you going to keep following, Or are you going to step up and lead? Because the truth is this: the world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care about the reasons you haven't taken that step yet. What the world cares about is results. What the world cares about is whether or not you can dominate, whether or not you can take what you want, whether or not you're willing to fight for it. If you want to be remembered, if you want to leave a legacy, if you want to change the world, you have to stop waiting for someone else to build your dream. You have to stop living in the shadows of others. You have to rise, take charge, and create the life you want. The lion doesn't ask for permission. The lion doesn't wait for validation. The lion doesn't wonder if it can win. It knows it will, and it fights for what's its own, no matter the cost. This is your wake-up call. This is your moment to decide. Are you here to play small, or are you here to claim your throne? Because the lion only gets one chance to rule, and it's not waiting for anyone. The question now is, are you ready to step up and conquer? Chapter 5. The Final Roar. Unleash the Beast Within. Now listen to me. This is not just motivation. This is a call to action. This is the moment when you stop waiting for something to change. Stop hoping for an opportunity to fall into your lap. This is the moment when you step up and decide whether you're going to stay where you are or unleash the beast within. If you want to lead, dominate, and conquer, you have to act like a lion. You can't keep playing small, hoping that someday you'll be noticed. You can't keep waiting for someone to hand you the life you want. You have to be the lion. You have to walk with the confidence that you own the ground beneath you. The lion doesn't hesitate. The lion doesn't wonder if it can win. It knows it will. So you have to wake up every day and hunt for your success with hunger, with rage, with fire in your soul. You have to feel that unrelenting drive deep inside you, pushing you forward even when the world is trying to hold you back. Because the truth is simple. The world belongs to the strong. It's not about being the smartest or the most talented. It's about having the strength, the will, and the mindset to fight for what you want, to go after it with everything you've got. The world doesn't wait for the timid. The world doesn't make room for the weak. But it does reward the lions who rise up, who take action, who refuse to back down. Every day you let fear, doubt, or weakness control you is a day you lose. Every time you hesitate, every time you tell yourself, maybe I'm not good enough, you give up a piece of your power. So now, you have to make a choice. You have to decide if you're going to keep moving like a sheep or if you're going to step into the lion's den and claim what's yours. Are you ready to wake the lion inside you? Are you ready to embrace the beast within and stop hiding behind excuses? Are you ready to rise above the noise, the distractions, the limitations that the world has tried to place on you? Because the lion doesn't care about the barriers in its way. The lion doesn't care about the doubts others have. The lion doesn't care about the obstacles it faces. It simply moves forward with power, with confidence, and with the unshakable belief that it deserves to take what it wants. So the question is, are you ready? Are you ready to unleash the beast within? Or are you going to spend your entire life moving like a sheep, hoping for something better to come along? The choice is yours. You have the power to decide. Will you step up and roar with the lions? Or will you remain silent and settle for less? Because once you make that choice, there's no going back. Once you embrace the lion mentality, once you wake the beast within, there's no stopping you. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, lead, dominate, and conquer, or be forgotten.